Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ronan, and today is July 15th, 2018, and we're going to do a weekly charting video. I've been in Hawaii the past 2 weeks because the markets are super slow in the summer, and it's World Cup. France just won, so things kind of going to pick up steam. I want to show you, too, for anybody that's remembered, it's been around for a while. You remember that my puppy, look how big he's getting. Shiva. Hey. He's like, what are you doing, dude? I don't care. Bunch of videos or your group. So, yeah. Anyways, a bunch of good setups. Let's get into it. I'm really excited. I'm excited to be back home and to get back into the markets full time. So, you know, it's going to be a good week. I can feel it already. Markets just opened, so let's take a look at, what gapped up and what didn't, for sure. And if this is your first time checking us out, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. There's more information. The link's below. I have a VIP group, a training, 80 plus videos in it now, and we're about to redo the training. It's about to get a lot better, and the price is about to go up too. So now's your time to get in. For sure. And everybody that's already in, you get to keep it too. So thanks to you for going ahead and, taking the incentive to dive right in and to really take this seriously about, wanting to better your lives through trading and learning how to do this. I know it's changed my life for sure. So yeah, it's about to rain here in Colorado. So let me share my screen with you guys. And first thing I wanted to bring up, just like Trump is over in Europe. He meets with Putin tomorrow, which, I mean, if you're unaware of all the news going on between Trump and Russia and Putin and meddling in the U.S. elections and stuff, I mean, the SHIT is hitting the fan for sure. And, I mean, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy. It's hard to keep up with all of it, to be honest. But so that definitely spices things up a bit. We're in the midst of a trade war. So, but despite that, the stock market's at an all-time high. So, I mean, it's getting back to it. So, so it's going to be an interesting week for sure. And, Trump's European trip is, sorry, I'm just reading this. This is a great article. I posted it in the VIP group as well. So let's check out the calendar for the week too, and then I'll go over the charts that I dropped for you guys, and we'll take a look at what gapped up. I know UJ already dropped. I expect it to hit the trend line it broke, or even I wouldn't be surprised if there's a false breakout, to be honest. But it was a big breakout. I hope it was a false breakout, so because that'll give a much better direction, because I feel like this bull run for the US dollar is about to take a dive, to be honest. But it's like I said, it's been a crazy couple weeks. I can be wrong too, so that's definitely for sure. We have a lot of tonight, actually, news coming out of China, which will be a big deal for the Aussie dollar, and Aussie dollar is at a bit of a breaking point right now. If you're unaware, China and Australia, they're right next to each other, just really across the sea. I forget which one, but they're really close, and they're top trading partners. So Chinese news affects Australia for sure. I hope you guys can hear me from this rain. Let's see here. Monday, we have U.S. core retail sales. This will be a good one for the dollar. I mean, we're not going to see much of an effect on the trade war yet, but soon we will. And we have some CPI out of New Zealand. Carney speak. I mean, it's looking pretty stacked. Probably the biggest thing on Tuesday is Fed Chair Powell testifying, giving an economic report to Congress. CPI data. Great UK is right in the mix of Brexit news, negotiations. It's you got a lot of red folders here, really. Employment data, Australia, and then CAD on Friday. Damn, I was about to go for a bike ride too. Oh well. Well, let's see. So I hope you guys can hear me, but that's it. We have a ton of news this week. So, you know, despite it being summer and the market's slow, it could make for a crazy week. So let's take a look at first. Let me mirror my screen with you guys. And let's just take a look through and see what happened. There we go. See if anything. See if anything gapped up on us. So here we are. I'm definitely gonna get back to this. This is the S&P 500. I know we're a FOREX group, but once you start to get more advanced, it's important to have to be clued in on what's going on in the stock market and what risk off currencies are, risk on currencies are. Super important. Let's have a look at EU. Not much of a gap. GU. This looks like an interesting setup here. I'd already sent a chart out to you guys, but seeing that big spread, seeing the gap, what I'm seeing it here on US Swissy is we are at some major resistance here, right? So resistance is marked by this blue line. Oh man, it's coming down. Might have to go back inside. Yep, I'm gonna go inside so you guys can hear me better. All right, what's up, everybody? Back inside here. I usually like to do my videos outside because I like to work outside, but yeah, Mother Nature's not cooperating much. So it's all good. Let's get back to the charts. Here is USDCHF, USD Swiss franc. So there's a lot going on here. Long term, we have this trend line that got broken. Big breakout, big retest. Now we're on the back side of this trend line here. And on top of that, we're hitting this resistance. Looks like we're getting rejected. And on the daily chart, look at this hammer right here, right? Inverted hammer, I should say. So that's definitely a bearish sign. And if I go to the 4 hour, well, I thought it'd be a little more divergent than it is, but this does look like it could possibly be setting up for a double top. And if we get a big drop here, could be quite the reversal for USD Swiss. Let's take a look at US dollar yen. So no big gaps, really. Oh man, we're really we're in the middle of a signal from Friday. Got super close to gapping and hitting this take profit. Oh well. What I see here though is is looking very divergent to me. And so I mentioned earlier that, hey, this, possibly it's false breakout. We'll see. This is a big trend line right here. So anything, any dips down below, like here's the intersecting trend line. This looks like a very possible zone right here. And at the same time, an excellent place for a buy. But if this breaks down below this trend line, then I think we're breaking down back inside this triangle. So let me reverse a little bit, and the dog, I could hear his footsteps upstairs, and yeah, who knows what he's up to. So let's see. Now let's go back to this. This is the S&P. So basically, in a nutshell, if we start getting a risk event in the stock market here, plus we have the trade wars, it's a big sign that our risk-on currencies such as Swiss franc, gold, and Japanese yen are going to significantly gain some strength. So we're at this huge resistance level on the S&P 500. Now, if we break above it, it's going to be a pretty big deal. But if we get rejected here, and here I am on the 4-hour, look how divergent the RSI is, then we could see a break back lower. And that would be getting rejected by this resistance level. And on top of that, so it's important to bounce back and forth and be able to piece this stuff together. There's some pretty big spreads right now. But just to tie it back to what I was looking at, S&P 500 gets rejected, and this is right at a breaking point. USD Swiss, USDJPY, right at a similar breaking point. And I don't know if I send a chart to the group on this, but EJ seems to be at a pretty similar. We got divergent RSI on the 4-hour, almost getting pretty overbought on the daily chart. So JPY pairs could be due for a big drop. And I know I didn't send a chart on this one, but looking at it earlier, here we are with gold. We're right at this trend line, okay? So, and it seems to be respecting. Now, if we break below here, yeah, that's going to be bad news for risk-off currencies or risk-on currencies. But if we start to get a bounce, also, if we're looking at RSI divergence, it's definitely there. So this could be definitely going to be something to watch. And it looks like it's making a inverted head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So yeah, let's take a look at a couple more of the charts that I dropped for you guys. Actually, you know what? I want to look at one more. And I sent it out to you guys, but it looks like a great setup. So euro pound, same thing. And this is, so in my training, for anybody that's wondering what, what my training's all about, I'm looking at 2, 3, 4 particular strategies over and over again. I'm laying them out, in this video. I lay them out in the other videos. In my training, I go more in depth about them. But as you can see here, there's divergence here. We got a possible trend line break. And we're in the middle of this huge channel, right? So we're hitting this resistance here. Maybe we get a move back to hit this, but we broke on the other side of this trend line. And if we get a move up to this resistance zone here, it's going to be an amazing shorting opportunity if we even make it that far. And then we've got a long way to go to the bottom of this channel. So, 200 pips or so. It is the summer. There's less volatility. And when I go zoom out on this 4-hour, you can see how divergent this actually is. So this will be making a good short for sure, and we'll most likely be sending a signal out to the group on it soon. So cool. Let's check out a couple more of the charts I sent out to you guys. I think I went over the main ones that I really and for anybody that's wondering, we have VIP group, Telegram, chat group. We also have free groups too. The links are below if you guys want to check it out. But I send out charts typically at the first of the week, and so you guys can match them up with your own chart drawing as well. Here we go with EJ. Kind of went over that too. We have divergence, trend line break. We're looking like we're running out of steam. UJ, same. Euro USD, if we get US dollar weakness, which I think we might, especially in the midst of all this Trump stuff going on, this looks like possible inverted head and shoulders as well. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And we're still respecting this trend line here pretty well. And RSI seems to be, signaling more of an uptrend going on. Same thing with GU. Although GU is looking pretty messy here. But if we get a break above this little trend right here, it's could be a definite rally. And here we go. Here's that another shoulder, head, shoulder, inverted head and shoulders, which is a bullish structure. So if you can see, that that right shoulder, the third shoulder, it can help you make an informed decision. USD Swiss, EG, I pretty much covered it, right? So here we go, AU, same deal, and we have a ton of Aussie news this week, so this is going to play a big factor for sure. But we have it looks like a shoulder, looks like a head, possible head and shoulders form. But at the same time, we're at the underneath this trend line. And here we are at the dollar index. And just check out how divergent this looks. We've just been ranging, and that's the hard part about summer is that there's less liquidity in the markets. So it makes for tough trading for sure. And here we are, you can see this was back in April. You can see how distinctive a trend that was, and here we are in the summer. Boom, boom, boom. It's just a range. So, it's good to be careful this during the summer. And here we are with the resistance level on the S&P 500 that already went over. So it's going to be a good week. It's going to be an exciting week. Like I said, I'm glad to be back home for sure, and really to dive in and hopefully make the most with you guys and be more active in the chat since I'm off vacation as well. So thanks so much for watching. If you're checking us out on YouTube, click the links below, like and subscribe to this video for more so I know to keep shooting more free content for you guys. So that way I know people are actually watching. So let's have an awesome week, and all the people in the VIP group, I really appreciate you. So I'll see you in the chat rooms. Peace.